the all-time
Yeah, my
All-Star
second
Weekend.
league I got here.
Who's winning challenge? Been saving this up for a couple weeks. Now that
Mhm.
All-Star Weekend's here, we can get through this pretty quick. So I'm gonna do an all-time All-Star Weekend challenge, which is with
Mhm.
the skills challenge, 3-point challenge, dunk contest, and then the East versus West all-time starting lineup. See who you guys have. All right. So for the skills challenge, this is one-on-one player skills challenge, or not one-on-ones, but these players will do the skills challenge by themselves individually.
Mhm.
So we got Magic Johnson, Stephen Curry, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, and Kyrie Irving. Who do you think would win?
Kyrie. Oh, damn, that's hard. Because it's the passing, the shooting.
I'm gonna go Steve Nash. Honestly, I'm gonna go Steve Nash because, like
Do
you
you
said,
have
his
to make the
passing and
shots?
shooting. You're muted.
You,
All right,
you,
what'd you say?
you
My
have to
bad.
make the shots, or can you cheat? Like what's it called?
No, you have to make the shots.
I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna
taking Kyrie
go.
then.
I'm gonna go Steve Nash. I think he got the passes down. Underrated shooter his whole career. Back in those times, you couldn't take 11 threes a game, so he was getting it done on low volume. So I'm gonna go with Steve Nash.
I'd
That's a good
probably
one.
go Steph because he can make the
Oh.
shots the quickest. He can make the shots the quickest. That's the biggest thing is to make one shot the fastest. And then the bounce pass and stuff, I don't think he'll mess that up because Moses Moody was doing that well. So he'll be all
What
right. Moses
kind of
Moody was making
kind of justification is that?
it's easy is my
The most
point.
booty did it.
Yeah.
Bro, did they have the any type of dribbling this year in the All Star? I don't remember seeing that, but I
No,
didn't watch the event. So
yeah. They didn't have any dribbling contest.
So I remember they had like those like cones or like fake people. So what the fuck happened to that? I don't. They just keep taking
Because
shit away from the skills challenge. Like
there's less and less skills.
Yeah, less and
that's
less
why it's
skills.
falling
As soon as
off.
it's gonna be the challenge. This
Shooting and passing.
is
Why
gonna
don't
be
they?
the
They should
challenge.
have. Do you know what they should have? Like I don't know if y'all seen like Lethal Shooter do some of these
Yeah.
like
Oh, he
videos.
should be in a 3-point contest.
Crazy shots.
No, but there
He
was
should
like
actually be in a
one.
3-point
There
contest.
was one where he put like a lid on the rim and like you have to make it exactly, otherwise like it would bounce out. Like they should have
Yeah.
that type of shit
Yeah.
at the skills contest.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's entertaining too.
Some hard shit, like shit that like is like challenging but fun.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you put the skills contest up, that's some shit we could do. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's
Basic.
bounce
Yeah.
passes and chest passes and 3 point.
It doesn't show you one of the most skilled in the NBA. So you're
Yeah.
fucking have regular skills
It should be
that
called the
the kid down the
fundamentals
park.
contest. Like what the fuck?
Fundamentals
Yeah,
contest.
literally, bro. I know little kids who be training at 24 that do all
Do
that
that.
shit
That's my
flawlessly.
fucking warm up at the rec league. Is
Yeah.
that skills contest?
Yeah, like
Who are you choosing,
nah, that's
Omari?
true though. No, I'm choosing Kyrie. I think that just when it comes to when it comes to skills, it's just like you have to be able to do what he does. You have to also be like very sharp. You know what I mean? Like mentally and just like mind body connection. Like So
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to passing and well, obviously he's an amazing shooter. Obviously he's an amazing dribbler. But I think he's an underrated passer too. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
feel like skill wise, like I think he's probably really crisp in a lot of skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think shooting is the most important or the easiest way to get through the competition is to make the first shot. So do that with the best
That's true.
shooter.
I trust Kyrie too, though.
Or you
Yeah.
could just
That's
brick
what's up.
three really fast.
That too.
Yeah,
That's also a skill for Kyrie.
Freaking
fastest bricks.
All right. Like we can move on to the 3-point challenge. I got Steph, Ray Allen, Klay Thompson, Reggie Miller, and Larry Bird in a 3-point contest.
yeah, we already
Klay
know
Thompson.
Steph. We're already Steph, bro.
All
Steph.
Not kidding.
right. If it wasn't Steph, who would
Steph's
you
the
choose?
leader right now, right? Like the all time. Was
I
it
think
it
He has the
Clay?
most, right?
Or was it D Book? No, like
it was
in
Steph. And
points.
winning the most round is Steph. Steph and Buddy Hield now.
Oh, it's
31, I
31.
guess. Yeah. That's what they said on the broadcast.
I mean,
But
if I'm not going Steph, I'm gonna go Clay just because I would say Ray Allen too,
Yeah.
but it's standstill shots, and I feel like Clay's a little better at those. Like Ray
Yeah.
Fundamentally,
Allen's more
Clay
of
had
an
a-
all-around shooter,
I
but
think Clay
Clay got
has
that
one
base
too.
that's really nice for a 3-point contest.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that. Larry Bird, they always bring up his competition of him shooting in
with the
sweats.
warm ups.
Yeah. So you got to give him, I guess, his respect. But
That's
like
just some
best,
old head
Klay Thompson has
legendary stuff.
the best looking shot, especially in a setting. So
Who'd you say?
I said that's some old head legend stuff.
Now, who'd y'all
Yeah.
pick to win though?
oh, Clay,
Oh.
I'm going to say.
Yeah, I went Clay too.
Okay.
Yeah, best set shot, and then like just moving.
Oh,
No,
that's
that-
you said best set shot. That's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Dunk contest. This is a good one. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, John Morant, or Russ Westbrook, and Anthony Edwards. All time. This is like all time dunk contest.
You should have done this differently. I thought she was gonna go with like people
All in their
that
primes. It got to be all in their primes.
Yeah, all in their primes.
I thought she was gonna go with like all like dunk contest legends, like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I thought
we
you
could
were
do,
gonna go that
but
way.
I wanted to do people that haven't been in the dunk contest, but were like super hyped too. I mean, MJ's done it before.
Yeah,
but he's the only one who's done it.
I'm gonna actually go MJ just because I think. Who'd you say? Ja, LeBron, and who else? Who's the last one?
Westbrook and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I think all those guys. Besides, not that MJ isn't, but I feel like those guys are more of in-game dunkers, where like they're dunk over somebody. Like they won't really be as flashy. I think John Morant probably has a bit more of a chance. Like I think him and MJ are close for me, but I think like especially Ant, like I just feel like he just likes to jump over and posterize people. I can't see him doing like windmill. I just don't see him doing that shit personally as much. He probably can. I'm not saying he can't, but it's like I just see him more of an in-game dunker. So I'll go with MJ. I just think he has the hang time to be able to pull off all these crazy dunks. Same with Ja, but I'm gonna give respect to the legend who was actually in the dunk contest.
Yeah, who actually did it. I think I'm going Ja here because I think he has the most ups and most explosiveness. Like the creativity is one thing, but I think he'd be able to pull off the most like creative dunks if he did get the creativity down. So yeah, I feel like he'd have the best opportunity to win it. Anthony Edwards, he is an in-game dunker, but I think he is pretty creative too, and he has the bounce to get to like do those creative dunks as well. But Ja would be my choice, just because he's the most athletic. I feel like from a jumping perspective, at least.
Niggas must have forgot, man.
What I forget?
You ever seen a compilation of 23-year-old LeBron? You ever seen how high that man can jump?
In Miami? Yeah.
Nah, 23, like Cavs. I think that's like 07.
Yeah, Miami Brown though I think is the most athletic.
Hey, how about this one? I just put together one of like the same thing you did, all-time dunk contest, but it's actually people who were like dunk contest participants. So y'all tell me who'd win this one, all right? Vince Carter, Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, or Mac McClung? Who's winning this dunk contest?
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine would win it. I think he has the most ups from all of them.
Damn, you only going Vince. Vince was like the first guy to shut down the dunk contest, though.
Yeah, but that was in 2000. I just think that Zach LaVine has
we're not talking about 40-year-old Vince Carter, by the way. It's obviously prime Vince.
Yeah, no, I'm saying his dunk contest was in 2000, though. Like
we haven't seen him try the level of that's the unfortunate thing. That's what people don't understand when it comes to the GOAT conversation and all that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the time and how things change over time. It's like as good as Vince Carter is, he's amazing. You know what I mean? Like all the you know what I mean? The cradle, you know what I mean? All of his dunks are iconic. But it's like he got never say Aaron Gordon got robbed. But like
that's what I said
at the
too.
end of the
I thought
day,
he should have
like
won that shit.
Those Vince Carter dunks, like half the league can do them right now. You know what I mean? Now. So it's just like, not to say that if you put Vince Carter with all the knowledge until now, like if you gave now Vince Carter and then his brain was still 40-something, but he was back to like 20, then he could, you know, maybe he could like see what is possible and then do it. But like, if we're going by what we've seen, it's like you can't put Vince, you know what I mean? Because you haven't even seen him do the stuff that Aaron and Zach were doing. Aaron's dunks were harder in terms of like the moves, but I don't know. It was just like I think just dunks from so far away. The free throw line is like mystified, you know.
If everybody's prepared,
if a nigga does a through the legs from the windmill.
So if I throw MJ in there, does that change anything? Because he been dunking from the free throw line.
Yeah. But I don't know if he can do a windmill.
Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think MJ, honestly, like even in his prime, I don't think MJ could through the legs from the what's it called? Like Zach LaVine and Eric Gordon were just aliens. Like,
hey, don't test him on that. He'll come do it right now. He still got it.
You think Vince Carter can do those dunks?
I would literally pay my life savings to see him try to fucking.
Do you think Vince Carter can do those dunks though?
No, I mean, like Omari said, if he was like his 20-year-old self with like knowing
With
the
the knowledge.
creativity of those dunks, he could definitely
Yeah.
do them. I think.
So you choose him to win it, or
I don't know. I feel like
This is-
this is
that's
like
why it's a hard
the
question.
nostalgia in me talking, wanting to pick
Yeah.
Vince. But like personally, the best dunks I've seen, like in my
I put
life, was
Devin's
probably
comment
Aaron
up.
Gordon. Like if I had to say the best dunk contest dunks, was for sure Aaron Gordon. But like the Vince stuff was like so revolutionary at the time. That's kind of why I want to
Yeah.
pick him. It's like he was doing like Matt McClung shit in like 2023
Yeah.
dunks in 2000. That's why it was so crazy.
yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, he's iconic for his era, but I
Yeah.
guess he didn't have the chance to showcase what these players are doing. He paved the way for them to do it, though.
I definitely agree with Omari with the fact that like nowadays, like the NBA as a whole is just way more athletic than back then. So
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like when you see
somebody
somebody could do it, then more people know they can do it. You know what I mean? And that's what's
Yeah,
good
that-
about the first people to do stuff, like pioneers. But at the end of the day, like that's also the sad thing about being a pioneer is that eventually you pioneer something, and eventually everyone's gonna be able to do it. You know?
yeah, pass it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'll go Zach here, though. The dunks I've seen him do is ridiculous. Like you said, Aaron Gordon had the best set of dunks that I've seen, and he should have won that dunk contest. But from a 2-year span, Zach LaVine.
Yeah. Oh
is
yeah.
doing
That's
so
true
good.
though. The year before was insane too.
Yeah,
Who was he against that year or the year after? Whatever. I don't know which one
I
was
can't
first.
even
But
remember.
Some bombs. Jabari Parker. Or was that one?
no, I don't
Derrick
even.
Jones
Jabari
Jr.?
Parker knees work back then. I didn't even know that.
No, I swear he was in one or something. It was something,
He
dude.
was.
Maybe
I swear Jabari Parker was in a dunk. I feel like that's like just a random memory though.
he might have been, but I don't know. His knees were cooked. I remember he tore his
Devin, you
ACL
wanna
his
put
rookie
Devin's-
year, so I was like, "There's no way."
You want to put Devin's comments up?
What do you say?
But he gave it.
Oh,
He gave
oh
an
yeah,
opinion.
this one. Also, to be fair, Mac outdid them at this point. We're nostalgia farming. That's what I was saying about Vince Carter. Like, that's kind of what I was making the point. Like, nowadays, dudes are athletic, but like Vince, his shit was just so, like, I mean, it's just nostalgia probably for me. The fact that he did it back then. And like, even after Vince had the dunk contest, like, we've seen a couple of dunk contests after that be kind of whack. And then it was back to being good with Zach and stuff. So,
Yeah,
it was
we're
kind of a
also
drought.
saying like earlier in the podcast, if Mac McClung, Zach LaVine, and Aaron Gordon were all in the dunk contest together, I don't think he's beating those two. Like the back and forth that they had and the creativity that they made on the spot was iconic. That's what made it iconic. I don't know if Mac McClung's just making that creativity 4 dunks in or 5 dunks in like they did. So
well, I think he
something
can
you have to
keep
take
up
into
with them,
account.
but I think the reason Mac's been so successful lately is just because his competition has lacked creativity completely. Like
Yeah,
if he had the
Yeah.
creativity of like Aaron Gordon, where he brings the mascot out and stuff, someone could actually match him, and like it would be a very back and forth dunk. Like I don't
he's
think
not
it's clear.
he's not
Mac
battle
beat
tested.
McClung.
Yeah, he's not battle tested like those two. So,
This dude's dunking
Yes,
against
no.
fucking mailmen. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, literally. Or against plumbers.
yeah. All right, the final thing: the East versus West all-time starters.
All right.
So for the West, at point guard, you got Steph Curry. Shooting guard, Kobe Bryant. Small forward, Kevin Durant. Power forward, Tim Duncan. Center, Shaq. For the East,
Yeah, I don't know who's beating that, but go ahead.
we got the Big O, Oscar Robinson. These are players that like played in the East, so I have to put them in the East. Shooting guard, MJ. Small forward, LeBron James.
Ooh.
Power forward, Charles Barkley. And center, Kareem.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the West.
The West.
Yeah.
East has some guys, though.
Yeah.
No, the
You
East
got-
definitely
Like
got some
10.
guys.
Prime Jordan and Prime LeBron.
They got some guys for sure. I think the West team kind of just fits better together. You already got 2 people that play with each other, 2 other players that play with each other. The chemistry is going to be. I'm assuming you put KD and Steph on it, right? You put KD.
Yeah, KD, Steph, Kobe, Duncan, and Shaq.
Yeah. So you got Kobe and Shaq. You got Steph and KD. You throw in Tim Duncan, one of the most unselfish superstars of all time. I think that chemistry works really well. And
Yeah.
those are like 5 of the best players. Like you could argue, besides maybe Kobe, and even then, it's like some people will debate you, the best player at every position. You know what I mean? So debatable.
That's true. But then for the East, you got 3 top 5 players of all time: MJ, LeBron,
Kareem.
and then Kareem, all on one
I'm
team.
taking the East.
Then Oscar Robertson
Oh,
can
he's
play
taking the
defense
East.
too.
Okay. He is. Big O is super underrated. He's like the
Yeah.
OG Mr. Triple Double.
Yeah, that too. And Barkley can just rebound for you and kind of play guard. He's underrated too as an all-time great. So it'd be tough because the defense, East definitely got the defense side of things. They can win off strictly defense, but continuity, the West has a better lineup offensively.
Yeah, the East has LeBron, so
Anything that has LeBron, he's number one.
he's the smartest player in the history of basketball, so he'll find out a way to win.
I think I'd go West here. I feel like the team chemistry would be better on the West. There's more like you have a shooter, you have like your A1 player in Kobe if you need to go get a bucket. Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamentals. Kevin Durant will score. He'll just put him in any lineup. He'll do he'll do his thing. And center at Shaq, another dominant force. I feel like it'd be harder to shoot for the East because you have like players MJ, Braun, Big O.
Bron shoots 40% from the three.
Yeah, I dare Charles Barkley to take a three. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So their defense can't keep up with the offense of the West.
And Shaq,
Wait,
bro,
why is Charles Barkley in the East?
76ers.
Nigga.
They don't got a better power forward.
I mean, he a Phoenix Sun.
Who else is a better power forward in the East? You want me to choose Giannis?
KG or something? Or maybe Giannis. I don't know.
Well, for real, yeah, give me Giannis. I don't want no fucking.
I'd rather have
Right.
Giannis. How many MVPs
Literally.
Charles Barkley have? Just one? Does he even have
Yeah,
one?
he just won. I think he has one.
Should give me
No
Giannis.
chips though.
He ain't got no depoys either.
Yeah.
Even
Alright.
for Giannis, he still don't win.
All right,
though.
I actually have to. I'm about to have to run in a second, so we
Yeah,
get probably.
that was the last thing I had. So
Yeah, so good. We'll wrap it up on that one.
I'll take the West.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm taking East.
so when are we meeting next time? When's the next pod for all the people that care?
We do Tuesday, Thursday.
Friday.
Thursday? We do Thursday. Then.
Yeah, Thursday's good because the game will
Friday, I
be over
can't
by
do for
then,
sure.
and the NBA will be back by then. So Thursday, make sure y'all tap in. We'll be back live around 8, hopefully, or 9.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like if you made it this far. Make sure to drop a sub if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yes, that's good. All right, y'all. Good pod.